Hey y'all, it's Ethan back with another episode today, and we have Lucas again for another podcast. Once again on both of our channels, the Bullpen Talk episode 7. We got a pretty good episode. We got different rule changes, injuries, and some teams having bad starts to the season. I'm super excited for this episode. I'm sure Lucas is too. We were not able to do it on the weekend. Lucas wasn't feeling the best, and I had other plans, and I was preoccupied, so it worked out for the better for both of us. And we got a great episode today, and I can't wait to jump into it. And why not start with the bad stuff? Go ahead and get that out of the way. The injuries. MLB's been plagued with injuries this week and last week, and I only put a couple of them, the biggest ones to me. There's a couple of them like Jose Altuve and Andrelton Simmons and Acuna, and all these are in the iffy. We don't know what actually happened to them. And then, so the big ones that I pointed out were Steven Strasburg. He's on the 10-day IL for his shoulder. And Yelich is on the 10-day IL for his back issues. And Lance Lynn, I couldn't get what he was out for. I don't know. So I just know Lance Lynn.
Strained right tricep.
Tricep, okay. So strained right tricep for Lance Lynn. So a slew of injuries for Major League Baseball this week. And those were the big ones. And Lorenzo Cain is also out for the Brewers. So the Brewers are without Christian Yelich and Lorenzo Cain. So we'll see how that hurts them here in the next week. So I'm going to go ahead and leave the next question to Lucas, and we're going to go ahead and start into Jay Bruce's retirement.
3-time All-Star, 2-time Silver Slugger, 14-year veteran Jay Bruce has officially retired following Sunday's game against the New York Yankees. Jay Bruce, I love Jay Bruce. The couple games he was with the Indians in 2017, he was such a fun guy, great personality to watch, was such a nice guy to the fans in general, had some very clutch moments, had the walk-off in the Indians' 22nd straight win in that great run. He had that walk-off. He did some great things for us during that run. He had a total of 319 home runs in his career. First-round draft pick by the 2005 Cincinnati Reds, and played for 6 teams. So Jay Bruce, I think, was just pushed out in New York. We're going to talk about this later in the video, but New York's not having a good start. I think Jay Bruce is like, I'm just not producing it right now, and neither is my team. So he's just like, I'm done. So 34-year-old, he's done, but really good career. Baseball will also miss him. He made the team as a non-roster invitee, and he only made the roster because of Luke Voigt's injury. So Jay Bruce is going to be missed.
Yes, Jay Bruce with a long and lengthy career. He's multiple teams. I most remember him in his New York Mets days back in 2017 and 2016. I think those were his heyday that I at least remembered him as. And I got a couple quotes from him in his press conference. He said, "It's tough, but I feel with peace in it and within it. And I feel great about the game. And I feel like it hit me about a week ago when I felt like I should retire." So this is obviously came recently, and as Lucas stated before, probably a little because the Yankees' production, and we will get into that. But Jay Bruce, he will be deeply missed by the baseball community, and just another star from recent years that has now retired. So Jay Bruce retiring, and we're going to go ahead as we foreshadowed why he retired, partly because of the New York Yankees' slow start to the 2021 season. Holy crap, the Yankees are sucking. They're 5-10, 2-8 in their last 10 games. They're 2-8, a 333 winning percentage. Yankees are in the bottom of the AL East. I don't think anyone coming into the season thought that in the first 3 weeks that the Yankees would be fifth place. And I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Lucas. He is the American League guy, and I don't really watch any Yankees games, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it to him since he is more of the American League guy.
Now this would be interesting because I'm going to go. The Yankees are coming to Cleveland this week, so I'm going to see 2 or 3 of those games in that 4-game series. So it'll be nice to see maybe the Indians beat them up a little bit with this slow start. But anyway, I think their slow start is most of the hitting because the pitching, they are eighth in ERA in the majors and they're third in strikeouts. And in my opinion, that's because of two pitchers, Garrett Cole, Corey Kluber. Corey Kluber has not had his last two starts have not been very good. Garrett Cole has been dominant his first couple starts. I think all the pitching numbers are just to Garrett Cole. But they're hitting, like, it is awful. 26th in average, 26th in RBIs, 19th in home runs. This is not your typical New York Yankees roster hitting like this. Aaron Judge, your so-called star player, batting 255. Gleyber Torres, batting 196. And Giancarlo Stanton, batting 176. This is why they are the second worst team in Major League Baseball.
Yeah, the Yankees are really scuffling right now. Gary Sanchez I don't know how he's doing. I'm sure not great. But this Yankees team has got no momentum coming in, and this is really going to hurt them. And I feel like they're going to start to pick up some wins and a little bit of momentum coming into May, and hopefully can boost them up in the division where they should be. They rightfully should be by the All-Star break. But I love this. I love seeing the Yankees in fifth place. They're a great team, but they need to learn that they're not going to be the top dogs anymore in that division. The Red Sox, holy crap! You would think if they lost Mookie Betts and Chris Sale was injured for the start of the season, he should be coming back pretty soon. But dang, the Red Sox are on fire. Number one in the AL East. The Baltimore Orioles, man, B-Town is popping right now. They're not doing the greatest, but they are beating the Yankees in standings. The Blue Jays are doing great. The Rays, man, they just beat the Yankees in a series. And this AL East is really surprising me. I did not think it would be this strong. But they are bringing their A game. And the Yankees are going to have to wake up. They're going to have to step up for them to start winning again. And I really want to see when Lucas goes to Cleveland and sees the Yankees play what he can see in person. I mean, there's not Jay Bruce retiring, and there's just not there's no friction there. There's nothing. They have nothing right now. The Yankees are kind of floating on air, and they're not winning, and so there's no momentum, and so there's going to be no winning. They're not going to do great. And I can't wait to see where this brings them. I bet they're going to jump out of it. I think we all know that the Yankees will soon enough get back to winning. But for right now, I think all of Major League Baseball is very excited that the Yankees can suck for just a little bit. And I'm sure Lucas feels the same way. So that's it for the New York Yankees today. And I'm going to go ahead and give it to Lucas for our next question.
Now, before we end it from the Yankees, a couple episodes back, I said that the Indians would beat the Yankees in the ALDS.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
It's looking good right now. It's looking good right now. Indians second place in the AL Central. Yankees, not a playoff team yet, but just saying. Right now, it's looking good.
And before we get into the next segment, I'm going to say something. I made a couple hot takes a couple episodes back, and I think either episode 8 or 9 we're going to go back and see how my predictions have held up halfway through. And I'm going to give credit to all the Indians fans out there. You're performing way better than I thought you would do. Just going to say it. The Indians are doing a lot better than I think they would. But
we should have put this in today, but can we just talk about Shane Bieber's start? He broke.
Yeah.
He's the first player ever in Major League history to start a season 4 straight starts with 10-plus strikeouts. This is history-making. Like, no one's ever seen anything like it.
Shane Bieber's doing amazing, man. He's the GOAT. We all think Garrett Cole's the best, but I don't know. I think Shane Bieber may start to beat out Garrett Cole for that.
He's on track to win back-to-back Cy Youngs.
Man, yeah. The Indians are doing better than I thought they would. And Shohei Ohtani, I haven't checked up with my boy Shohei. I got to see how he's doing this season. I think he's actually doing okay.
He's going to be pitching on Tuesday.
He
hasn't pitched. Yes.
Okay.
He hasn't pitched since that. I think that Sunday Night Baseball game where he hurt himself.
Oh, okay. I need to check in with my boy Shohei. I said he was going to be a bust this year. He's doing okay. Not doing as good as many people thought he would. He's really slowed down from spring training, but he's doing better than he has in past years. So glad to see Shohei showing little signs of returning. And now we can get into our next subject, which I'm going to let Lucas take.
New rule changes. So Major League Baseball, if you remember a couple of episodes back, we talked about them putting different things in the minor leagues, like AAA, AA, Class A, all that stuff. But they're going to be using a couple things in the the Atlantic League, which is not the major leagues, but it's connected to them. So one of them is they're moving the mound back. Now, I really like this rule because you have pitchers throwing 100, and it is insane. The average, like batting average for all of baseball right now is 233. That is all-time low since 1968. And that is when Bob Gibson was pitching. So we have people not hitting the ball at all because these pitchers are throwing hundreds and hundreds of miles per hour, like crazy fast. People like Jacob deGrom, who is using all this stuff because if you remember 2016, he was only pitching 93. And then he had Tommy John surgery, and he figured out how to get his average fastball to 99. His highest pitch this year has been 101. I really like this because to get baseball back to what it once was, an exciting sport in America, you need hitting. Having a 233 average batting average is not going to get people interested in your game just watching a pitcher and catcher play catch-all game.
Yeah, that's a great point. We've touched on this in past subject that the 3 true outcome is not going to work for Major League Baseball anymore. Home runs, strikeouts, and walks is not the way to get fans back in the game. Small ball needs to come back. I've been saying it for years. Put a bunt down. Don't try to swing for the fences. Just get a single. Get on base. The more runners you get on base, the better. The more runs you will score. It's proven. And totally agree. I mean, if players aren't putting the ball in play, there's no action. Baseball has got one of the longest periods of time between a ground out and then the next piece of action. And people start to grow bored. And even sometimes when I'm watching a game, and I'm watching a game that's 2 really no-name teams, not a special game, no one good's pitching, you kind of start to doze off. And then you got to catch yourself back in when the next action happens. So baseball is one of those sports where there's a long period of time between actions. And I don't know about this mound rule. I definitely agree that the batters have to put the ball in play more. But the mound, I don't really care about this rule. If you want the mound back, sure, go ahead. I don't know how this is going to mess with pitchers. I bet it will a little bit. But I think it'll take a little time to find their release points. But and then after that, I feel like this is okay. So this is one of those rules where I don't have an opinion on it, and I'm fine either way the rule is. And so the next rule that they're going to put in the Atlantic League is the hook DH. And the hook DH, I am a huge supporter of. For what this really is this is a solution for the problem of the DH. Does the DH come to the National League or does it stay in the American League? There's 2 opposite sides. There's nobody in the middle. I feel like that's one of the biggest controversies in baseball, where no fan is in the middle on that topic. You're either DH in National League or not DH in National League. And so this is a good compromise. And I feel like a lot of people like this. I feel like this is down the road, middle of the pack rule. So what the hook DH is the DH will stay in until the pitcher is pulled. So let's say a pitcher goes 6 innings. The DH is then pulled from the game, and then it is up to the relievers to hit. Now, you can still use your pinch hitters and stuff. So you will just put a pinch hitter in for those relievers, and then the reliever will come in. A different reliever will come in later in the game. And I really like this, and I want to hear what Lucas feels about the hook DH.
I think it is not a good idea. Going back to the point of making the game better and more interesting to watch. Let's put out Aroldis Chapman. Watching Aroldis Chapman bat after, say, Garrett Cole comes out of the game doesn't excite me. I would rather watch Giancarlo Stanton try to bat maybe hit a home run, then Aroldis Chapman most likely strike out. Like relievers don't really have to bat now. Making them bat then, I just feel like would just make it more boring. It's another automatic out, and I just don't think it's a good idea. We'll see. I want to see how this works out. See how the relievers bat, but I just feel like you're going to get a hit maybe once every 50 at bats when you do this.
But you can still put a pinch hitter in. I mean,
yeah, that's true, but still, you can just have a DH.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah,
just having the DH.
But I feel like this is a great starting point. I don't feel like this is a rule that should come to Major League Baseball, but I think this is a great starter point for them to kind of see their reaction. And this is a great start for both sides. I don't think this rule will ever be changed in baseball. I feel like there's just too many people on both sides, and I don't think anybody will ever come to an agreement on it. So right now, this is great to see some compromises starting to happen. And this is an okay rule. I don't feel like it should come to Major League Baseball, but it is a great compromise, and we're starting to get this conversation rolling. And so that is the positive thing on that. And for our next topic, we're almost at the end of the episode. And normally our episodes run a little longer, but today we're going to make it a little shorter. We got one of my favorite players, one of my favorite young players, Jack Leiter. Man, he is doing great. He is a possible number 1 overall draft pick for the 2021 draft.
Pirates need him.
Yes, the Pirates need this pitching after they traded away Garrett Cole and Tyler Glasnow. This would be great for the Pirates to get. Chris Archer was a bust for them. And if the Pirates can get Jack Leiter, this will be a great guy. I'm going to go ahead and read off some stats of Jack. He, in the 2020 and the 2021 college season, he's got a 0.84 ERA. I hope all the listeners at home here heard that. 0.84 ERA. He's amazing. 9-0, 9 wins, 0 losses. He's pitched in almost 65 innings, 64.2 innings. This kid's a stud. I mean, he's got 106 Ks in 65 innings. That's amazing. So this kid has lots of potential. The ceiling is the potential. I mean, he has got sky's the limit on this kid. He's great. But the only thing that concerns me is his walks. He has let up 30 walks in about 65 innings. I mean, I'm sure that he can kind of quell that down once he gets to the major leagues. I feel like some pitching coaches can get with him, and he can learn how to get that walk right down. But other than the walks, this looks like a mini Tyler Glasnow. The strikeouts are there, the ERA's there, the innings are there, the wins and losses, the strikeouts. He's a filthy pitcher, and this is a mini Tyler Glasnow.
He started in 2021 with a no-hitter.
Yeah.
Like, first start in March of 2021, no hits South Carolina. His next start against Missouri, he throws a no-hitter into the 7th inning, but then has to be taken out because of a pitch limit. So he's going to be a number 1 pick. I'm calling it now.
Yep.
Pirates are going to use him, and he's going to be in the majors 2023. I have no doubt.
Yeah, this kid is going to be great. He's Al Leiter's son or grandson or cousin or uncle.
Son.
He's Al Leiter's son. So his dad's a former pitcher, and he's on MLB Network, I believe. And
yes.
So this is awesome. I think he's going to be a number 1 overall draft pick. And he has teams on Vandy, which is very close to where I live. And you've got that Kumar Rocker kid, who's also a pitcher for Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt is making pitchers like it's nobody's business. I mean, they've got Kumar Rocker, who threw a no-hitter in 2019. You've got Jack Leiter. He's going to be great. Vandy, I mean, people should be looking at Vandy for pitching prospects. If they can keep making these great pitching prospects, I feel like Vandy could be the next college pitching capital. I mean, this is a lot of great talent that's coming out of Vanderbilt.
If you see the Indians draft a pitcher from Vanderbilt this year in the draft, I'm just saying.
Yep. I mean, I hope they do.
He'll be a star.
Yep.
He'll be a star.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and leave it to Lucas. He's going to do the last question, the last segment for the video. This came really quick. And then he's going to go over what he's got for the last segment. We're going to make this last a little bit longer here on this last segment. So I'm going to go ahead and take it away for Lucas.
Our three breakout players, not Yermin Mercedes or Akil Badu, because we've talked about them enough the past couple episodes. They are going crazy. They would be everyone's number one and number two. But I got three. Two of them, I think, no one has really had and seen that they're having a breakout season so far. My first one, who everyone's seen, is having a breakout season. Ronald Acuna Jr. 419 batting average. That's second in all of Major League Baseball. 7 home runs and 16 RBIs. Braves, he's back. He's going to have a great season in April, and so far, he's a good MVP candidate. My number 2, JD Martinez, having an awful 2020, coming back in 2021 with a 383 average, 6 home runs, 20 RBIs. He's part of this great Red Sox start, who is leading this American League East division. Number 3, Cedric Mullins from the Orioles. Cedric Mullins was just an okay rookie in 2019, and then he just took off in this year. 355 average, only 1 home run and 4 RBIs, but he has 22 hits in 61 at-bats. He is on fire right now. Cedric Mullins and the Orioles, watch out for them too. That's why they're ahead of the Yankees right now.
Yeah, I really like those picks. And actually, Lucas took my Cedric Mullins. That was going to be my number one guy.
Ooh.
I went with 3 players that are really under the radar. Cedric Mullins was going to be my guy. He's number 1 for me. Number 11 in all of Major League Baseball for batting average. He's got a 355 batting average, 1 home run, 4 RBIs, 2 stolen bases. He's a quick guy. He's got a 928 OPS. This is a sneaky good little player. I remember watching the Jabs family streams, and they would pull Cedric Mullins' autograph after one another. They would just keep pulling Cedric Mullins, and everyone would be like, "Are you kidding me? This is a $3 autograph. This sucks," out of a $200 box. But man, Cedric Mullins, he is doing great. I actually pulled a great rookie card of him. It's a refractor. It's numbered at like 200, I think, and it's a really nice rookie card.
Ooh.
And I just thought it was crap because Cedric Mullins was crap.
Yeah.
But here he is now. He is doing great. He is popping off. He is amazing. He's a breakout star, and I hope he keeps this up. Maybe this was just a kid that took a couple years to get good. Took him a couple years to dip his toes in the water in Major League Baseball, and now he is finally ready to be a Major League Baseball star. He's really helping this Orioles lineup. Maikel Franco, he's not one of my players, by the way. I'm just adding him in here. But Maikel Franco and Cedric Mullins and Trey Mancini, all of these players are doing great for the Orioles. And John Means, their pitcher. This Orioles, and you got the catcher, Adley Rutschman, in their minor leagues. You got Ryan Mountcastle. This Orioles team is going to be a good team here in a few years. And you just got to look out for the Orioles, man. They're doing great. And my second guy is Jared Walsh for the Angels. He's having a nice little start. He's number 14 in all of baseball in batting average, 341, 4 home runs, 13 RBIs, and a 1,133 OPS. I picked him because of that OPS. Man, he's having such a great start. He's so underrated for the Angels. You turn on MLB Network and you're never going to see a segment about Jared Walsh. You're just not. And this is
It's all about Mike Trout.
Yeah. And it's these little players like this that are going to drive baseball. And Jared Walsh, man, having a great breakout start to the year. I hope he continues that. He's going to maybe help the Angels get to the playoffs for the first time in a while and hopefully see Mike Trout in the playoffs again. I hope so. And then my last player is Mark Canha. I don't know why I picked him. I just felt lucky that day. I wanted Mark Canha. 271 average, not the best, but 3 home runs, 5 RBIs, and 2 stolen bases for Mark Canha. 910 OPS. Good little player. Little underrated. I think he's a good little player. He's going to be good for the Oakland A's. And the Oakland A's not doing too great. They did take a series from the Astros 2 series ago. So I want to see where the A's end up. They're kind of one of those teams that they could go either way. They could have a really bad year and bomb the season, or they could have a really good year and make it to the playoffs. The Oakland A's are one of those teams that are just iffy, and you really don't know. So those are my 3 players, and I like Lucas's players. Even though I went with the little guys, he went with the big guys, I still think JD Martinez and Ronald Acuna Jr. are 2 great players to pick.
JD Martinez hits dingers.
JD hits dingers. And we have come to the end of the podcast. Wow. 25 minutes. That flew by really quick. It did not feel like anything. It felt like 5 minutes, but we have been on here for 25 minutes now. So thank you guys so much for watching today's episode. Please leave a comment down below what you guys would like to hear on the episode. We got to get some new content from you guys. We got to hear what you guys want to hear to talk about. On my channel, some channel updates, TTM videos coming out. If I get them, I post them. And I got a vlog coming up from Colorado. When I go to Colorado, I'm going for the Home Run Derby. I'm going to vlog there, and that'll be pretty cool to see. Kind of like my Texas vlog, same style, so you'll see that. And that's really it for my channel right now. I posted a Cubs video, the Cubs' slow start to this season, and here we are. At the end of the episode, I'm going to go ahead and give it to Lucas if he has anything he wants to say about his channel or anything he's got to add on the episode today.
MLB Daily Recaps. I have not done one since last Wednesday because I've not been feeling well. Hopefully, I'm kind of recovering back today. I think today's my final day of being somewhat sick. So I should be back making MLB Daily Recaps tomorrow. So hopefully I can make one then, get back to it, because I have missed almost a week now. So need to get back to that. That is all I have. Last episode I said I would make an Indians-Tigers vlog. That ended up not working because I had a total of 3 minutes in good footage. So yeah, I need to work on my skills of vlogging at a baseball game.
Yeah, Lucas,
So, yeah, but that is
eating at a restaurant, and Lucas would keep texting me different clips of the game, and I thought they were great. And then when I was at the very end of dinner, he texted me. He was like, "I only have 3 minutes of footage," and I was like, "That's not going to work." So, Lucas, yeah. I hope when are you going to the Yankee game?
Yankees game. Let me see my magnet calendar. We got Thursday. I'm not going Thursday. I'm going Friday, Saturday, and possibly Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday at the New York Yankees. That's gonna be 3 games. I expect to see some videos. I want to see you vlog, Lucas. I want to see.
Maybe I should put them all into one episode, so then it's somewhat like 10 minutes.
That could be good.
I think that might be the best idea. I think I'll do that.
Definitely stay tuned for Lucas's vlogs. I like to see his games that he goes to, and Progressive Field's such a beautiful stadium. Very small, Cracker Box Stadium, but has a lot to offer.
Other than that, thank you all so much for listening, and we will see you guys next time.